Yeah, how's it going? Today is 4th of March, Monday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available out there. In previous video, I was taking a look at some organizers planning things for World Book Day, right? Increasing sales, and we might be looking to promote some good things. Might be considering engaging with the team. Let's progress from there. There's a number of opportunities when it comes to perhaps books and or reading, right? Perhaps myself, I would need to consider taking part in something like a national literacy trust, right? But I would do that for fun. But perhaps that would would be for younger adults who are interested in improving their skills, right? And there might be some opportunities there available. That's for guys. Or it might be a real problem. I shouldn't be poking fun of that. By the way, I haven't read any of this information, right? That might be very important, and reading it's important, right? Let's progress. English hubs, right? Okay. So that's perhaps English language hubs, right? And how you're looking to improve English language when it comes to perhaps understanding of the words, reading, and all those kind of things. Since I recently was taking a look at parliamentary hearing when it comes to different languages, including Wales and Scottish languages, right? And perhaps within different regions, they even have different accents and how they would like to preserve those as well, based on how much they're actually paying into some of those organizations and how those organizations, in the return, allocating money when it comes to releasing different films, movies, all kind of things, right? So I know kinda. As of now, I haven't taken part in any of that. Perhaps in the future, but as of now, I haven't, right? But either way, once that's been said, we can take a look at what English hubs are. 34 English hubs were selected for their expertise in teaching reading and or supporting schools in their surrounding areas. Hubs will promote the love of reading and help schools provide excellent teaching in phonics and early languages. Okay, so that's I don't know how old kids would need to be to learn to read. 5 years old, perhaps you not 3 years old. We will focus on supporting the slowest children, especially year one. And okay, so year one. Okay. A child is successful regardless of the background need or ability. So okay, so this is what this organization is based on, right? So it's something they're looking to address within this. Briefly, we can take a look at more, but most likely we're going to progress into different opportunities. Too young for my liking, right? Since these people still, other than perhaps supporting this organization, I don't see a way of engaging with this thing, right? English hubs, what are they? English hubs offer support to local schools, academies, and free schools to improve teaching of the phonic early language and reading for pleasure in the second and year one. I would say they might do a merger, merge with libraries, and perhaps move more of the operations digitally. If they could offer something like that, that might be important. But I don't know. I know that, right? Let's progress to next opportunity. I thought I'll touch on reading. It might be very important. And myself, I'm sharing a lot of information in writing, so I thought it might be of interest to many people. But either way, let's close this one. Let's progress to the next one. Most likely that would be for schools, right? And then we are taking out schools and all development. Perhaps they would be coming back to very basic, right? And all understanding and what were the most important things, right? Perhaps they would organizations, different organizations, be looking at English language, perhaps math. I would say it would be very important, but as of now, it's something to take a look at. And myself, I'm looking to understand a little bit better, right? Libraries and reading as well as books. Perhaps that will be an audience, but most likely these audiences are slightly too young as of now, perhaps in the future, right? And let's progress to the next opportunity. Okay, I didn't realize they didn't have those, right? So leading literacy, national professional qualifications. Okay, okay. Other than perhaps engaging that with the government institution, and they might be offering funding. Okay, so people who would like to improve it. So I can briefly take a look at what they are offering, but most likely that would be. I might need to. I might need to. But I'm way too busy. I might need to improve my own skills, I guess. But brush it off, right? Let's progress. I can touch on it. Funding and everything. So if it's something yourself you're looking to improve, it would be very important, I would say. Understanding, right? I don't know if I need to put things into perspective, right? If people would like to be an actor, right? There are many ways of how to approach this sector if it's something that people might be interested in, right? But if someone have been in theater, so that would be like a classical way, I would say it. So it's this kind of romantic, decised way of approaching acting, right? Once you have taken some classes on theater, right? Or if you're interested in dancing, right? So there's all kind of different ways of dancing, and there's something like classical, like ballet, right? So there's a I would. This is how I would classify it. But either way, let's progress there. Next alternative. Okay, let's close this video on this last point, right? That would be how we are encouraging children at our schools to read for pleasure, right? Let's take a look at perhaps what have government put together when it comes to encouraging children of reading for pleasure. I'm interested. What kind of most likely? I don't know. The numbers would say if they are doing it successful or not. Okay, most likely there's gonna be a lot of information, but I can perhaps engage with the team, leave some feedback if I know all the answers, right? I don't want to get too upset, right? Reading is at the heart of everything with you. So there's some names and there's some reading skills, right? And there's perhaps a lot of hard work that these people are already doing in the space, which is very important, right? So perhaps more of people would purchase my book. So it's very important that these people succeed. By the way, we're on the same team. What's that been said? Let's forget developing staff knowledge of our children's literature, enriching the reading curriculum for all children, and developing staff knowledge of children authorities literature has required determination or commitment. We conduct survey with the staff that shows. Okay, that doesn't mean nothing. Staff surveys. Okay. So far, very very weak arguments, but either way, let's progress. Okay, let's continue this article. But I don't know. I would like to poke a little bit. I find it might be very important. Get stuck in, not stuck. We also introduce our love of reading. Tracker across KS2 at the. So perhaps that's the name of the program. And this has helped to track children's book choices more rigorously. Throughout the tracker, we can see if the child is getting stuck in a book that they are not truly enjoying, or to make interventions and direct children's reading choices. By expanding teachers' knowledge of children's literature, we can quickly introduce children to alternative titles and authorities available in both our classrooms and school libraries. Okay, so that's very important, by the way. So okay. They are winning me back, right? Sharing is caring. Okay. And no very positive outcome of us that we are so increasing reading and motivation amongst pupils. Okay, the peoples, alright, little peoples. Oh, sorry to say that. Attendance at lunchtime library club. Okay, library club. Okay. We have cards. Increased significantly and has created to succeed many children engage in reading discussions and positive reading behaviors. One child told us it was good to see the teachers enjoying reading too and reading with us. Okay. That's like a most of the teachers perhaps the classical books. Some of the teachers most likely have read those books hundreds of times, right? Myself, some of the books I have revisited a number of times. Some to actually understand author. Some of the books, yeah, I had to revisit many times. But either way, if I would be interested in perhaps proposing how we can engage numbers and trackers, as they were mentioning previously, right? And perhaps alternative forms of sharing content and how to engage with the people. And but again, it's myself. I haven't taken part in all that, so I'm offering feedback without actually. But let's progress. And the last bit, how we are going to build on our success. Okay, if if scoreboard is, I think it's broken. But either way, I wish. It's just some of the statistics of how many less people visiting libraries or purchasing books. I don't know those statistics, right? I don't know what statistics are or what scoreboard they're referring to. But either way, let's I wish, right? But either way, Thursday, 7th of March is book day and annual reading for a pleasure campaign and celebrate authors, illustrators. I think it was just because of age, so we're looking to engage all kind of different ways with younger audience, right? Perhaps illustrations might be important, cartoons, books, or video games. I was thinking about alternative forms of how to engage, perhaps with a wider audience. And but I think they already know everything. It's not something that any of my feedback on this topic. These people has no way more than I do in particular this subject, right? But either way, thanks for watching. Let's go to that. I thought it might be important, and as well as there's a different ways of engaging. If you have any ideas and offering, since this topic might be very important. Thanks for watching. See you next one.